where Naruto will make his villain, yet still good, debut as Red Jester in honor of his connection with his mother's. Who am I? A red-cladded teenager hopped onto the pedestal in middle of the bank as the Sylvians crawled around with rough coughs, due to tear gas that filled the building. The teenager's costume have a strong resemble of stereotypic medieval jester, and he wear a green jester mask that only left his grinning mouth visible. Why, I'm Red Jester and that is my debut. He pulled a comically baseball bat out from his back before he tossed a smoke bomb up in air, then hit it with bat, sending it flying across the room into a charging guard's face and it exploded on him. 1 out. Red Jester cackled as the coughing guard dropped down on his limbs with tears in his eyes. "Aw, our baby's first robbery." Harley cooed at the sight from outside in the getaway car before she take a picture of Red Jester with a camera. "I still think we should have blown waste industry up for his debut." Poison Ivy propped her head up on her hand over the driver's headrest as she watched her son causing some chaos inside the bank. "We can do that after this one, Red." The blonde woman winked at her over her shoulder and the redhead hummed before Red Jester ran out with stereotypic money bags over his shoulders. "Go, go, go." Red Jester jumped through the car window with kicking legs and Harley stepped on the gas pedal with crazed laughter as the car took off at high speed while the teenager was still halfway inside. Poison Ivy let a small sigh out at that as she pulled the teenager all way inside. "Belt up, sweetie," the redhead said, and the laughing teenager obeyed her as the police cars appeared with blaring sirens, chasing them down the road. After his debut, Naruto bonded with his mothers via various activities from training with Poison Ivy to control his plant ability to planning crimes with Harley and many more. Throughout the arc, Naruto meet various DC and Marvel villains, thieves and some heroes who are trying to arrest him. He have crossed paths with young teams from Young League to Young Avengers and some famous members as Red Jester, who have no idea about him as they search for whereabouts of Naruto and his mothers. Not only that, he managed to copy some powers of mutants and metahuman-like clones, for example. At same time, he was forced to go to many different schools on the run with his mothers because Poison Ivy wanted him to get a good education and Harley agreed with her. Little does the redhead know is that Harley sometimes sneaked their son out from school to go on a mini crime spree to Ivy's annoyance. Same when Naruto ditched classes once in a while to commit prank spree, which he grew to love much to the redhead's dismay. Because of his many school transfers, he meet many different characters from civilians to superheroes. It all changed when someone encounters him in a park. "Naruto?" A voice gasped softly and the said blonde turned around to see Ace as he sucked on popsicle stick before he take it out of his mouth with a blink. "Hi there?" Naruto tilted his head slightly at her. "Do I know you?" The black-haired girl widened her eyes at that and she stared at him for a while as the blonde feels somewhat awkward but something itch in the back of his head. "Ugh." Naruto rubbed his forehead with a light grimace and in his head, he start to see some memories of Ace. Unknown to him, the surroundings around them in his memories have changed from a certain park to different park as if his memories have been overwritten to match his current memories. "Oh." His eyes widened in realization. "Ace." Naruto grinned widely at the girl. It had been long time. A memory of her confession and their kiss come to him as he suddenly blushed. "Oh, something happened to him." Ace narrowed her eyes. "Naruto, what are you doing?" Harley ran out of their hideout house as Naruto start the car up with Ace in passenger seat and he looked over to the running woman. "Eloping with Ace." Naruto hollered from the window before he stepped on the gas pedal hard and the car took off as the blonde woman gaped. "Say what?" The insane blonde cried out before she sharply turned around on her heels to run back inside. "Red, our baby is running away with some girl." In the car, Ace calmly turned her head to Naruto. "So we're eloping?" she said flatly as the blonde opened his mouth to say something with light embarrassing blush. "Good. I like it." "Really?" he said. "Yes." Ace replied, "That mean you're mine for good." Well, I'm your boyfriend." Naruto blushed again. "So, where do you want to go?" "Anywhere but here." She peeked over her chair at cash stacks in the back. She estimate the amount to be around millions, and it will last them for few months. "Get it?" He nodded with a big smile. They finally find them after a long search, but it's so awkward because Harley was bawling her eyes out in Poison Ivy's arms and Captain America just stared confusingly at them in front of Young Justice and Young Avengers with some veterans. "Where is Naruto?" Captain America finally asked. "Our baby ran away." Harley wailed out. "Just when we finally got him back, he took off with some girl he just met." "Wait, what?" Megan widened her eyes bewilderedly with Connor. "He what? What girl?" Janet asked. "What does she look like?" Robin asked, and the teenagers were also shocked to some degrees. "I don't know." Harley said she looked like a goth girl around his age. Poison Ivy patted the blonde woman's back before Harley jerked her head up with a gasp. "Oh no, they're gonna fuck and make US grandmas." The blonde woman screamed. "Now, Harley, don't be silly." The redhead sighed at her. "That is our son we're talking about here. It's not like he's going to be curious about it and..." She paused before her head whipped to the heroes with widened eyes as she shouted out, "We have to find them right now." Naruto and Ace have ran away together, starting a short runaway arc that focus on their relationship while many heroes and friendly villains tried to catch them. The couple enjoy their time together as they do whatever they want together, from breaking into amusement park at night for fun to burning in Cadmus building down to Ace's twisted delight while crossing things off the bucket list that she suddenly come up with. "You have 10 seconds to get down here or..." Dinah jabbed her index finger down at ground with a hiss before Harley suddenly pushed her aside to shout up at Naruto and Ace. "Naruto, please tell me you don't sleep with her during the run." Harley screamed and the blonde boy stood straight up as he looked over the rooftop down at the small crowd. "I did," Naruto shouted back as his mothers dropped their jaws while the others choke on their spit. "In fact, we sleep together every single day because we like it." His head turned to his girlfriend, "Right, Ace?" "Yes." Ace nodded blankly. "I prefer top and he prefer behind me." Unknown to everyone, the couple took it literally and it was pure innocent cuddle in their sleep. Tony Stark turned his head to a gaped war hero. "Damn, Cap." The war hero simply wheezed together with the mothers of his son and other people as the couple take this chance to run away. After a long time, everything come to end for the couple when Ace is dying. Ace lean against Naruto's chest as she sit on his laps and she barely give Batman a single glance when the hero quietly take a seat on swing next to them with hands on his knees. "Naruto, I'm glad you're with me." Ace looked up to her crying boyfriend with a tiny smile. "Do you remember the day we meet? Because I never forget this day." "Why yes, I do." Naruto sobbed out with shaky nod. "I love every moment of it and everything we did together up to now." She pulled his left glove off slowly by its fingertip. "With you, I feel so much alive, you give me so much in short time." She slid her hand into his bare hand, entwined their fingers together and clasped as Naruto ignored the tingling feeling of his power copying her. "You complete me, you make me whole, you make me feel so loved, that I never feel so alone." Ace leaned her head up close to Naruto. "I love you, Naruto." "I love you too, Ace." He leaned his head down to meet her lips in a kiss that lasts longer before they pull away reluctantly as if they don't want to end it, and he tied his arm around her body while still holding her hand. "I'm here with you, I will not going anywhere, I'm here, with you, forever, I love you, Ace, I love you so much." Naruto chanted it over and over as Ace slowly closed her eyes with a soft smile and Batman stay silent. Everyone wait with bated breath as they wait for the backlash to hit, but it never come and they know it was over when they see Naruto carrying Ace with Batman following him from behind. "Nah," Megan gasped out and Connor placed his hand on her shoulder to stop her gently with a small headshake. Everyone just watched the blonde carry Ace away from them. "You don't use the kill remote on." Amanda Waller hissed sharply at Batman. "Not now, Waller." Batman cut her off with back glare. After Ace's funeral, Naruto refused to go back to Young Justice or join any teams, told them that he's hanging the cape up. At same time he accidentally copied Wally West's power and gained speed force. Naruto have been placed in Steve Rogers' custody and changed his last name to Rogers, living as civilian. There'll be 2 years time skip and it'll be revealed that Naruto stay in contact with his mothers, who sometime come to pick him up over weekends for normal civilianish stuff as long as they're not in prison, and everyone that knows Steve always make jokes about his divorced life, mostly Iron Man who always ask him which one left him for other woman to Captain's mild annoyance. Also he stay in contact with some heroes, friendly villains and powered teenagers while avoid anything related to dual life. On Naruto's vacation, Robin invited him for an visitation to a town called Jump City and he meet Robin's new team, known as Teen Titan. That is Cyborg, Beast Boy. Robin introduced his teammates to Naruto, Wiccan, Hulkling, Nova, Kate Bishop. He sighed wearily, Squirrel Girl. Wait, the same person that defeat Thanos, Dr. Doom, Darkseid, Sinestro and some powerful guys solo? Naruto arched his eyebrow at the grinning petite brunette as the boy wonder nodded his head tiredly. "She's smaller than I pictured." Squirrel Girl appeared to be couple heads shorter than him and she's not someone he pictured. Had heard a lot about her from his father and Avenger members who stopped by to see Steve. "And there are 2 more. The boy wonder hummed as he tapped his chin. "I'm not sure where they." The doors slide open and they look over to see a orange-skinned redhead floating toward to them with a bright smile. "Oh no, she's hot," Naruto muttered under his breath without thinking, and Robin had overheard him, smirking at that. "Maybe I'll try to set them up together?" Robin wondered as he cleared his throat. "That is Starfire." "Starfire, Naruto." "Hello, friend Naruto." Starfire flew up to them with a beaming smile. "Nice to meet you." "Likewise." The blonde replied with a light cough and they hear the doors slide open again. "Ah, and here's Raven," the boy wonder said, and Naruto turned to see Ace. Naruto choked out as Raven paused in her step with a raised eyebrow. Why you're not?" "I'm sorry." "Oh shit, she looked like her." Robin immediately realized why Raven looked somewhat familiar to him when they first meet. She looked so similar to Ace with some key difference, and he want to kick himself in head for not realize it sooner. Again, he only have seen Ace couple times when they were trying to catch the runaway couple at this time. Robin, where's the bathroom? The blonde turned to the said teenager with slight shake in his voice, and the Teen Titan members looked confused by that. Through this door, down the hallway to the back and to right. The boy wonder quickly pointed the way. Thank. Naruto walked to the direction, and it was quiet for a while until someone break it. Who's Ace? Beast Boy asked. Ace was Naruto's girlfriend. Robin sighed. Was? The green-skinned boy noticed it right away. Did they have a big fight, bad breakup, or both? If so, we can make him forget her by going for babe hunting. He wiggled his eyebrows. Maybe 2 or 3 babes will help him with that. No, she. The boy wonder sighed again with a grimace. She died 2 years ago, and in his arms. The teenager stiffened up in shock and surprise. Oh. Beast Boy uttered before he rubbed his head with a groan. Now I'm in big asshole. He feel like huge jerk for suggesting babe hunting. Do I look exactly like her? Raven asked Naruto suddenly as they looked over the ledge of rooftop at the sunset. Yeah, it's uncanny. Naruto sighed out. Not only that, you both have very similar personality and everything. You both would have passed off as sisters, twin, maybe. I see. She tilted her head up. It must be hard on you, to see her in my place. He looked at her for a moment. Yeah. He looked back to the sunset. It is, and I'm sorry. Each time I see you, I keep thinking you're Ace. I even almost call you Ace, but I know you two are a different person and. Don't be sorry. Raven waved it off. It's fine. She paused as they stared at the ocean. Can you tell me about her? What was Ace like? If that's okay? As you know, Ace was, and still is someone I really love. Naruto rested his chin on his crossed arms with a sigh. When we met for the first time, I thought she was little odd and. He started to talk about Ace while Raven listened to him throughout everything. During his staying with Teen Titans, Naruto was forced to take up the cape to help them out against some strongest villains and teams. Then he decided to resume his hero career when he returned to New York after vacation under new codename, Orange Star, to honor his connection to his parents. Most of time, he team up with veteran heroes, mostly work with his father, as sidekick to increase his experience and allow him to build more connections with many heroes and friendly villains while increase the number of superpowers that he copied from metahuman and mutants, on purpose or by accident. He managed to help couple villains become reformed. Civil War arc. When the Civil War take place couple years later, Naruto immediately become part of Captain America's faction and the DC people take different sides. There will be some differences from the storyline. Spider-Man joined Captain America's faction at the very beginning, meaning he did not unmask himself at the press conference. Many mutants and metahumans joined the Captain's faction right after a surprise guest appearance of Naruto as Orange Star on a talk show nationwide in secret location. Something that the Pro faction tried to track back to but failed repeatedly. If this Registration Act passed, then what will stop them from bringing this bill back? Orange Star looked straight into the host's eyes. The Mutant Registration Act, the Metahuman Registration Act, and many more, even these that will come to be somewhere in future. With that, you will place all these information in a hand of someone like, William Stryker, Lex Luthor. He scowled. Amanda Waller and others. That's pretty extreme, and it sounds like a paranoid thing. They said that only handful of people in higher places can have access to the database if it passed. The host said, and just because one act can be passed, does not mean other acts will make their comeback. You never know. Star replied, you'll never know if someone who shares same view as Stryker or Waller will become president or part of cabinet and they will decide to leak the information to certain party. You'll never know if people decide it's a good idea to bring these acts back if it helped them keep the superheroes in control. Wait a minute? The host realized something that he missed. I'm sorry. Did you say Amanda Waller? What does a government official have to do with it? Isn't she? To understand why I'm dropping her name here, I'm going to share a story. The masked teenager clasped his hands together solemnly. The story of Ace. After some bombshell revelation, the host stared at Orange Star in shock for a while before he cleared his throat. Well, that's something. I'm not done here. Orange Star took a deep breath as he made his decision, something that will change everything. He removed the collapsible star shield from his arm, folding it into smaller circular section, then put it down aside. You know, many people always compare me to my father because we're so much alike, and I just realized that I have been trying to live up to his legacy, but it's something that he don't want me to do because he want me to be my own person. He removed his chest piece with Orange Star on it to reveal his black shirt. Same for my mother's. People who know them also compare me to them, and I did the same thing. They said I should just be myself too. Your father, mother's? The confused host muttered. I am son of Captain America. Star announced to the gaped host's shock. I am son of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. I was Rookie. I was Red Jester. I was Orange Star. I am now Deuce. I asked the mutants and metahumans to stand up against the act because. He looked straight to the camera. I am Metamutant. Now as Deuce, Naruto continued to take part in several missions of his father's faction. At same time, the support of pro-faction have dropped down because an hacker have leaked many information from concentration camp facilities within Negative Zone to decision to hire worse and evil villains as enforcers of act, and it get worse for pro-faction when a leak reveal Amanda Waller's secret deal with Pro to have Naruto assassinated and allow Reed Richards' request to keep Naruto's body for experiment, revealing his connection to Cadmus for some cloning experiments that have started 2 years after Young Justice event. The final battle between Captain America and Iron Man follow the original until the civilians stop Captain America from final blow and the war hero was about to order his faction to stand down, but Iron Man suddenly fire beam at him, and to everyone's shock and horror, Naruto jumped in and took the hit to chest before he hit the ground unconscious. Thought his son was dead, Captain America attacked Iron Man once again and defeat him in a brutal fashion, and again, he was about to deliver a final blow to injured Iron Man until someone told him that Naruto is alive, so Steve and several people rushed the boy to hospital. Unknown to everyone, this fight was broadcasted nationwide on Live, and the president vetoed the act immediately after witnessing it, even noticed the increasing support for anti-faction. Also unknown to the world, Iron Man actually don't fire the beam because it was actually rigged by Joker, who activated the glove via remote control that he set up when he was forced to work under Iron Man. The Prince of Crime want to get one last laugh on Iron Man and want to take Naruto out of the way since he's in his way to get Harley back, but he accept the result, saying he'll take one over another. The aftermath of Civil War, Naruto fall in coma for 6 months as Steve stay by his side, which prevent the assassination of Captain America from happening. Iron Man become the most hated man in the world and will never redeem himself until the Second Civil War. Sue left Reed for good. Peter Parker stay married to MJ. After Naruto come out of his coma, he resume his hero career as Deuce. One mission changed Naruto's life once again forever when he was drawn to a building by Double X, and it turned out that Amanda Waller and her Suicide Squad was inside. But it was not the reason he have to go there. It's because Naruto stare widening-eyed at 3-year-old girl as she retract from him timidly and frighteningly, and he take her appearance in. She have blonde hair, black eyes and 2 whisker marks on her cheeks, but she looks so much like Ace. It took Naruto a few moments to realize why Amanda was here and what she was trying to do to his outrage. She cloned me and Ace for our powers. Naruto have no idea what Amanda was planning to do with the little girl, but he won't let her get what she want. He get down on his knee in front of the little girl. Hey there, you can't take her away. Amanda snarled at Naruto, this bastard have ruined everything she worked for, and she's not going to let him get away with this girl. Not after all the work she put into for this clone. She's the perfect weapon. Neither can you leave this place. She smirked cruelly, because you're trapped here. I will personally see you killed and have it co. I did said that I was going to kill you the next time I see you. Naruto glared at her as he cradled the little girl, who was holding onto him like lifeline. But I'm not gonna kill you because you're not worth it. He walked toward to the exit to the woman's anger. But he is. That's it, Amanda roared as she pressed her earpiece. Everyone, target Nar. A sword blade went through her chest from behind and she coughed blood out in shock before she shakily turned her head over her shoulder to see Deathstroke and the Suicide Squad. Why yo? Don't bother pushing the bomb trigger because Naruto was kind enough to remove them from us, Deathstroke said before he swiftly behead Amanda, and the body hit the ground as the head bounced away few times with some rolls. The squad members just walk out of the building to their freedom without giving the body any single glance. After all, murdering a little child is a line they don't want to cross, and Amanda have gone too far long time ago. Naruto named the little girl Queen and raised her on his own as single father with helps from his family and people around him. Queen turned out to be quiet and so much like her mother, Ace. Naruto also struggled to make balance between his civilian and hero life for a while until he finally find it. One day, Naruto team up with his father and some Avenger members for a mission until the Terrigen mist wash over them, and to everyone's shock, Naruto have been cocooned. When he emerged from cocoon few days later, it's revealed that he now can copy superpowers from non-metahuman and non-mutant, and the powers have been amped up to best version. Not only that, he now have many certain energies within his body. Also, he have seen a goth girl several times throughout the story in different places to his confusion. The goth girl turned out to be Death of Endless. Death let an startled gasp out when she feel an pulse wave wash over her within a realm, and she dropped down on her knees with hands over her mouth, tears running down her face. Oli throws Ben down to rub her back and she speak through her mouth. Did you know? Did you know it from the beginning? I have some suspicions when I saw him, but I wasn't sure about it. Oli throws gave her a soft smile. Until now. He looked up as a pulse wave of chi wash over, following by green color of will. It make all senses now, the reason why you can't see his birth and his end. Pulse wave of cosmic, compassion, hope, love, why he can find and see you. Death closed her eyes with a big smile as she feel the pulse waves wash over her, death and life, because he is the one. Your better half. He looked down at her with a smile. Your soulmate, to be spoken. He have no idea how or where their siblings get a idea that there's an ancient rule that falling in love with a mortal will bring downfall to this person, but that is not true. Olithros think they might come up with this idea to protect themselves from the pain of losing their loved one over mortality. Why yes. Death smiled under her tears with some choked laughter. Yes, he is. She bring her hands down over her heart. Oh, how do I introduce myself to him? Aha, that's something I can't help you out with. Olithros laughed sheepishly under the pulse wave of gamma ray, magic, speed force, dark force and many more. He prop his head up on fist with elbow on his knees. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's not every day you get to see a new being be born. Naruto spent next few years training under various people from magicians to aliens in order to master his abilities while accepting his new status as inhuman and metamutant, completely unaware of his true status. When Flash went back in time and create a flashpoint, it go into a short AU arc. In this AU, it follow the war between Aquaman and Wonder Woman, and the speedster discover to his shock that Naruto is an villain. Dark Naruto was created to be an powerful assassin and living weapon, forced to do many dirty work for Amanda and shady people until he escaped with Ace and Flush Gang when they broke out. Like original Naruto, he fall in love with Ace until Amanda had her killed with a remote and was about to set the bomb off in Naruto's head until Dark Naruto knock her down, then give her the most brutal and gory beatdown, then phase the bomb out of his head and insert it into her head, blowing her up in front of everyone. Naruto then take over Flush Gang as new Ace, turning the gang into murderous mercs that only obey him, and he have murdered many superheroes, villains and anyone that get in his way without any remorse. Flash was understandingly shocked and shaken by Dark Naruto, even when he found out that Dark Naruto coldly killed Avengers, Justice League and anyone that they know from the speedster's original timeline because no one was there for Dark Naruto. When Flash went back in time to stop himself from saving his mother, then went back to present time, everything have returned to original with some differences. Flash went around to check on people to see if anything have changed, and when he reached Naruto's house. Okay, Barry, don't be afraid. Barry took a deep breath as he nervously pushed the doorbell, then knocked the door couple times. Evil Naruto is not real, he's not going to hurt you. He did ask some people how Naruto was, and everyone said he's doing good with smiles on their face, saying a lot of positive things about him, but he want to confirm it with his own eyes. Barry shivered at the memory of evil Naruto crushing Scott Summers' head and like melon with bare hands and emotionless face. The speedster shoved it out of his head as the door creaked open and he lifted his hand up with a wide grin. Hey, how it's going? His jaw dropped with widened eyes. Ace? Standing in front of him is Ace, alive and well, and young adult to boost. To make it mind-boggling for the speedster is that she was wearing a pink frilly apron over her white sweater with sleeves rolled up to her upper arms and black jean. He also noticed some flowers on right side of her face and shoulder. Barry. Ace groaned with small scowl before she waved him in. Come in. Thank you. Barry stepped inside with awkward tone in his voice, not know what to say or do in this situation because it is so weird. Ace was supposed to be dead due to fatal aneurysm from the stress of her evolving power years ago, so how is she alive? Is it all because he went back in time and Flashpoint? The Ravenette stared expressionlessly at the speedster. Really? That is the most fucking stupid thing you ever did, but again, you're stupid human. Barry blinked rapidly at her owlishly. Telepath. She pointed at herself flatly. Omega level. Alpha, whatever. The speedster uttered. And for how I am alive, Naruto happened to copy a healing power from some mutant by accident on our run and used it on me on this day. Ace led him to kitchen and Barry blink again before he spot Naruto wipe some batter off Queen's face with some chuckle. The little girl just stare expressionless at her father while holding big spoon. Naruto, Barry's here for you. Oh hey. Naruto looked up to the speedster with a blink and smile. What bring you here? I feel like visiting you. Barry glanced around at the kitchen to see huge mess. The flour was all over, everywhere. Sorry about the mess, we were trying to make some cake then end up having flour fight. The blonde laughed sheepishly, which was very funny. He looked down at his daughter. Right, Queen? Queen nodded blankly before she hold her arms out to Ace and the Ravenette pick her up with a light smile on her face. Another thing that shocked Barry for who know how many time today. Mommy's going to give you a bath. Ace kissed Queen's forehead to her happiness, carrying her out of the kitchen. Let me clean up first. Naruto gestured to the messy kitchen and in a yellow flash, it become very squeaky clean. There, all done. He looked at the speedster. Want something to drink? Yes, water will do. Barry muttered awkwardly as he sat down at dining table. How's life going with your family? The whiskered blonde gave him a funny look. We just saw each other few days ago? He gave the speedster a glass of water. Did you get hit by beam of forgettable gun again? There's a forgettable gun? The speedster blinked at him strangely, not sure if it was a joke or real thing. Did you went back in time again? Naruto sat down in front of him with a deadpan sigh after gave him a glass of water. That gotta be, what, fifth time? Yeah. Barry blinked. He went back in past more than once? Score another one for Ace. The blonde rolled his eyes. Alright, what do you want to know first, Ace? Barry asked right away. My longtime girlfriend, stay-at-home mom, civilian. Naruto counted up with his fingers. Really? The speedster blinked. Not a hero or anything like that? Nah, while she's very supportful of me, she doesn't want to be part of it because of Cadmus. He shook his head before he huffed. I'm so glad that Amanda Bitch is dead. Barry blinked. Look like Amanda Waller is still dead in this timeline too. Wait, if you're surprised about that, then was she? No, I'm surprised that she's still sane. Barry lied. Quick question, did you share Ace's story in interview with some host during the Civil War over superhero act? Yeah, I did with her permission. Naruto nodded. What else? What do you go by now when you put mask on? The speedster asked. Deuce? Don't remind me of that name. He groaned with a light laughter. I don't know what I was thinking when I come up with it on spot. Ace never let me live it down. Same for others. No, I go by the Fool. Fool? Barry blinked. Really? Why? Yeah, it's from Tarot deck and Ace believe it's quite fitting for me because of my power. Naruto said, she's the one who come up with this name for me. Oh. The speedster hummed, I have to look it up later. He paused. Are you still only Metamutant who is also Inhuman? I'm still the only guy with all three. The blonde said, but I'm not only Metamutant now, there's Queen and some records of Metamutant kids out there. I'm the first Metamutant if that's anything new for you. The kids part are new. Barry blinked again before Ace returned without Queen. I put Queen down for her nap time. She informed her boyfriend as she sat down next to him before she turned her head to the speedster with a deadpan tone. Oh, he's still here. The speedster have a good feeling that she hate him. Yes, I do hate you and all humans. But again, I hate everyone in the universe. She give Naruto a sideway, beside Naruto and Queen. What about the girls? Naruto tilted his head at her with arched eyebrow and amused smirk. And them too. Ace patted his arm blankly. Which remind me, we need to ask your 3 parents to babysit Queen over this weekend. The girls? Barry looked between them in confusion. And when you said 3 parents, it sound like Steve, Harley and Pam are in relationship together. The Ravenet said bluntly as the speedster choked on his water. In fact, they're living together for couple years now. Oh. The speedster uttered, and the girls? Our girlfriends. Naruto glanced at Ace. In fact, they're going to move in over this weekend. The poor speedster choked again. And then next thing you're GG going to tell me you two are pregnant. Barry coughed out but the couple just stares at him blankly. No way. Both Naruto and Ace simply held 2 fingers up to the gaping speedster. Maybe Barry will stay the hell away from time travel for a long time now. Like in comic, no one stay dead, only Amanda Waller. Due to reset, Ace was bring back to life and is one of most powerful person in the universe but she prefer to live a normal life and stay out of sight from public. Naruto also end up in relationship with Death, Zatanna, Wendy Harris, Raven, Starfire, Jinx, Janet Van Dyne, Laura Kinney, Gwen Stacy, Crystal, Ileana Rasputin, and Satana Hellstrom. Throughout the story, it'll be tied to some storylines with some alters on Naruto's part and that's it. And guys, this is the end. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.